How's everybody doing? Welcome back to another episode of AngelsBobs Plus in Factorio, episode 31. In the last episode, we pretty much got the coal train functioning, actually. Yeah, we were able to get enough loaders. Iron's starting to back up in places, which is nice. We still are lacking a few things here and there, but for the most part, things are getting made. We actually have assemblers and miners now both automated. So I think today we're gonna just try to continue more of our flotation section and get that going. And yeah. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of Helmod real fast. So I know we need new planer, new recipe. Let's go here, let's go here. Let's go ahead and like that. Awesome. Pick my factory. So let's go like that. I actually don't need that recipe, I need this one. So we have 40 of them. Alright, so I need, so we're gonna solve it with that. So okay, so I need 11 Mark IIs. What are the Mark, or 11 of the Mark 1s, my bad. So they need 750 purified water. Now, I do believe, yeah, so see, they produce 750, and they, oh, actually, hold up. So how many, compute by element, right? I forget how to do this. Creating input. Yes. Compute by factory. Awesome. Okay, there we go. So 8 of these are able to consume the 750. Yes, there we go. Now, they do require an input, which means we need to calculate that separately. So, where is, let me calculate. Okay, so basically one of these produces 100. 2 of them produces 200. So we need 3 additional to be able to manufacture enough. So total we need, right, so I set it here. Will that input correctly? No, it doesn't look like it's going to. So this is what it outputs. And then if I did, no, it's not going to calculate it either way. Okay. Well, will it do it if I do that? No. Wait, maybe. Yeah, see, it calculates at 8 there. And, okay, I know I need 3 of these. So I need 8 of these and 3 of these. Awesome. So let's go ahead and get... We'll get 11 total. So we just need some iron. So pretty much what we're doing is, it's going to be not quite a balanced loop, per se. There will be a little bit of overage, which we'll have to deal with some of these, some clarifiers to get rid of the excess. But otherwise, for the most part, everything should be fairly balanced. We are gonna need some ground bores, which are just water pumps for the ground. We could technically tap water somewhere, but just because these are suitable, they actually are more expensive, but it should be fine. So we need 9 total. So that gives us 8. So that gives us the 9 we need. Awesome. So now the next component we have to deal with is so that solves the purified water problem. So they require purified water. That handles the sulfuric wastewater, and the 2 other output products get handled. That gets handled. The mineralized water will be dealt with by being clarified, and then the sulfur will just go into a storage unit temporarily. So everything should be able to be handled. So now, let's go ahead and grab my vehicle and head over there just to kind of start laying the groundwork. I don't know if we're actually going to get it working today, but I know we should be able to get it working maybe by the end of next episode or so. We'll see. Let's go ahead and head over there and then hopefully dodge all the power poles. Good. Alright. Let's see. I think I have enough landfill. If not, we'll go ahead and oh no. I think I have enough landfill. If not, we can grab some more. Actually, I think I turned off, yeah, what landfill we were making. Unless, yeah, I think this is all that we have, which could be a little problematic, but we'll see. Alright. So let's just move here. Awesome. Okay. So I need, I don't know, something. So how far over are these machines from one another? Technically this one doesn't have anything in it, so I can just do this. Okay. I want to say it was 10. We'll put 10 there for now. Let's pull this one. And it's 6. Okay, awesome. So 3, 6. Alright. The reason I'm putting this down is so that I know how far over the chrome, the white ore will be. Alright. So with that, see, I feel like I'm mistaken, because, let's see, no, it is 6. Okay, I'm just crazy. Alright, so then we'll continue that pattern, just for patterns go. And then 2 from there. Okay, so the reason, let's see. That should be fine, yeah, because then I can have it go down, and then, yeah, I can do the sorting and extra stuff in here, and then, yeah, have it process. Alright, so that should all work out. So then what I'm going to go ahead and do, is I'm going to say, okay, let's just say, I don't know. Oh, grab does that, okay. So, to there. Let's turn our robots on just to kind of deal with it. Awesome. The robots queue up a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna just put it way over here. I'm gonna say, okay, you know what? Let's just set. We'll start planning it here. Actually, here. You can't remove land. Well, you can in some of the mods. I don't believe I have anything that can remove it in this mod pack. But so we'll go ahead and we'll just make ourselves a nice little area. We do have to be careful of these fissures because they will provide us thermal water, which we'll need. But otherwise, we have a fair bit of room we can use. And I'll set it up a little bit, just so that way, oh, you know what? We can set it up based off of this. Yes, I like that, actually. So let's go like this. Okay. Oh, I'm not close enough. Like, that should have worked. I don't believe you can ghost image landfill. If you can, let me know. But I don't think you... Oh, I lied. You can. Okay. I did not realize that. Has that always been in the game? Because I certainly do not believe it has. But... oh well. Either way. So what we're going to do is, we're going to set... what we're doing right now is we're putting the landfill down, so that way we can run our pipe and eventually belt for this tier. Because we need to be able to input the purified water, and then we'll have another one further up for the output of the sulfuric wastewater too, that will process over here. For the most part, the water will feed it back into itself, which should be okay. So let's go ahead and up here, just kind of expand our little platform a little bit. All right, and then, yeah, we'll figure that out. Okay, so let's go like so, just something like this, like so. Awesome. Alright, so we'll say, okay. Here's these. I don't happen to have this blueprint on me, right? I'm I don't think I looked last time. I know I look through these things all the time. It might be one of these many piped ones. No, I think these ones are my older ones. Is this one? No, not quite. I know I have taken a blueprint of it. It almost looks like these ones. It might be these ones, but these ones obviously aren't large enough, so these might be our older versions of them. See, okay, this looks very close to what I'm looking for. This actually looks spot on to what I'm looking for. Okay. So how did I have it set? That actually is one that I will be using. This is the coconator that makes us all the sulfuric acid we need, along with coke that we just burned. Okay, so I think, yeah, so it is this one. So we had it to be 5. Are these tier 1? Oh no, it's, that math, does that math actually work out? So, okay, so it said, so it looks like we have 7 of these. 1 of these. Yeah, see, we're still missing some. So even if, okay, so if I upped it to 800, it could process. Interesting. Yeah, so, well, although the input is lacking 50, that's fine. It just means we have capacity for the 750. And it is, yeah, we're seeing, okay. I think I did up it to 2. So we don't quite need the 3, right? No. Oh, you know what? Is that number, hold up, is that number dynamic? Okay, so that's how much it can support, right? So then if I hard code an 8, technically, yeah, see, okay, so it's only going to be able to produce 528, so the additional 200 isn't going to be enough, so that's why, yeah. Okay, so we do need the 8 and the 3, but we'll set it up similar to this, actually. I should probably grab that while I saw it. I think it was this one, right? Yes. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and take a blueprint. And then, oh, I don't know. We can space it pretty much however we want, right? Our factory and stuff. I don't know. I guess we'll just say something like that. Alright, so I am gonna, you know, we might be able to just fit these here, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and try that. Yeah, you know what? That actually looks pretty good, right? So there's our 3. And then there's those for the water. And it's gonna be one of those things that it's just gonna take a second for us to, oh, no, those are correct. Okay, I was gonna say, please tell me those aren't the, like, wrong pipes or something. Now, it is going to take a second for the water to build up, right? Because until there's sulfuric wastewater produced, these aren't going to be able to produce enough of the purified water we need. So it's going to cause a little bit of a problem, but hopefully we can solve it. It should just take a second for it to get online. Let's go ahead and make some more of these medium power poles. I should probably get those automated, just so that we're not running out as constantly, because I think we're going to start making the transition over to the medium power poles, just because they are longer, like longer range, and because they, you know, you get more area to cover with them, and they do go a little bit further. But, you know, the other power poles are nice. I mean, yeah, it's less efficient in terms of space. We do need some clarifiers. I don't believe I made some. Yeah, but let's go ahead and get some made, because I will need them. So, we do need to go one further out. Let's go something like that. And come all the way back down. I don't need to extend this section at all, because these 3 are the only 3 I'll need right here. Okay, and these are directly butted up against each other. And, okay, so we just need to extend the platform a little bit more. So let's go like so. Now let's go like that. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Copy and paste that. Looks like we are missing some pipe. We'll have to go back to... We'll try to make what we can. So I do use, at least with my liquids, because liquids are omnidirectional, right? So unlike a belt that, you know, flows in one direction, and then if I want it to flow in the back direction, I have to run another belt the other way. Pipe is omnidirectional, right? I can input and output onto this pipe, and pull in technically both directions. Now, fluid doesn't like to move like that, right? If I'm pulling from this direction and this direction, the fluid doesn't like to flow like that. So what I tend to do is I'll do one, like an iron pipe, and then I'll do a copper pipe, right? So I'll have like one be my input, one be my output, and that way I can signal to myself, especially once we get into the PetroChem area, which ones are the outputs to all my machines and which ones are the inputs. So I know how the fluid is flowing in those pipes. And so I do my input as copper. And so I know, okay, we're not going to input into the copper pipe. The copper pipe, I do store my liquid, depending on what it is. Certain things that are like mass produced, whether it be, for instance, purified water, but usually purified water I'll make locally, depending on how easy the recipe is, right? So now if I'm making like methane, for instance, well, I might be inclined to store it, especially if it's something that's used fairly often. It really just depends on the complexity. So here, right, we have some cable in the middle, so we do have to alter this setup a little bit. So we're going to do some iron pipe now. Now, technically, these are both an input-output in this area, but it should be fine. Let's go ahead and set these up. So now we have to do some trickery with getting the pipe to work just right. Because right here we have the saline solution, but right here we have the murky water, and it won't flow like that. So we do have to move these two actually. Oh no. Okay, that should be fine. You know what? Let's actually just move this bottom one as well. So let's go ahead and get this section situated. Right, so I want to purify the mud water first and foremost. So I'm actually going to have the purified go out to the second tier. Awesome, awesome. It looks like I do need some more underground of those. Oh, I have bronze pipe. Okay, that's what I was wondering why it was a little bit like greenish. It's bronze pipe. Okay. Yeah, I know we did set up pipe production. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's head back over there real fast. Just while I can go grab. Where is my car? It's a good thing I have two of these, because I'm gonna place them down, and by the end of the campaign, there'll be like 40 vehicles all over the map. We'll have to do a where's my Waldo episode of just hunting for the cars. That might be a fun little thing to do near the end. So let's head back over to the main bus. Let's go ahead and grab us some pipe, and we'll head back over there. Let's set some of that up. So let's see. Let's go ahead and grab, definitely, the underground, in my opinion, are definitely going to be the hardest thing to craft. We are getting some miners. That's actually a good amount of miners already made, 55. The problem is we do need more iron, and I noticed it's slowly decreasing. Part of that's because the gears are online, and so because the gears are online, it's pulling from the iron supply. So we are going to want to consider looking at getting potentially more iron. A couple of the methods we can do to get more iron right now is obviously just increase just our refining, or the amount of things we're refining, which we can do. The Javolite, for instance, doesn't have an input right now. So the right side one we know is going to be this. So we can set the right side one here. We can say that, and that. And then we can take this. So now because this and this are going to be here, we actually might want to consider sending those back just one more layer. You know what? I think we'll do that. I think it will look nice. Because otherwise we have to do some squirrely things, and I prefer not to do squirrely things if I don't have to. So we'll do something like that. Okay, so now that's all set up. So let's go ahead and put the water ground bores back, 3 per each. I don't know if these are quite ratioed out for this. I just have found that 3 appears to be nice. Those almost sound like biters. Actually, for a second thought, there was one. So for this, we can pretty much decide how we want to set this up. We can either do this kind of method. Say, okay, let's do something like this. Technically, yes, this is a waste of underground because we do have squeak through, so we'll just do that. It's not as nice to look at, but that's fine. Now we'll just set the these water bores, by the way, do not play nice with squeak through. They also don't require power. So now everything should have power, of course, once we go connect the other medium power pole down below, because I don't believe we connected that. Oh no. Go ahead and repair that real fast. And switch off so I don't accidentally rebuild a bunch of things that we shouldn't have built. Yeah. Oh yeah, see, we connected it, but we didn't connect it. There we go. So now they should have power. Right? Yes, they do in fact have power, so they'll go ahead and produce what they need to. And yeah, those things do sound like whatchamacallit. So we can say here is the first purified water. Awesome. And then up top we'll do the return for the sulfuric wastewater. We will have to handle the solid of sulfur, but we'll do that once we come back around. So now, let's go ahead and solve our purified water problem by piping it in. Alright. So now, this is kind of hooked up, but not quite. So for now, temporarily, we're going to remove the belt section. And we'll solve that problem, more or less, once we get to it. So now, because the way I have it set up, this was originally designed for the fluid to come the other way. But because we're putting it from the right, or rather, it's coming from the left, I'll have to solve the problem just a wee bit differently. So this did 3. There we go. Awesome. And then of course, yeah, we'll have to solve the solid problem at a later point. So now let's go ahead and make sure we have enough landfill. I don't think we will, but let's go ahead and draw it down. Awesome. Okay, so now where is my hydro? Here it is. So we'll go ahead and place those. Yeah, see, still not quite all of them. There's still 2 more at the end we didn't get. Alright, we're getting there, and we also gotta expand this right side. I think we'll have enough. I think we should have enough landfill for this. Let's go ahead one more time. Awesome. Now there are a few widgets that didn't quite get placed, but that should be fine. Awesome. So now this should function, assuming everything gets plugged in correctly. So now let's go ahead and grab this. I believe that's 6, right? No, only 5. Okay, so I need to go up 1 more. Yeah, that looks correct now. Awesome. Okay, so now let's go ahead and drag this all the way back over as our return loop. And then we'll go ahead and place our... Start getting the flotation cells placed. We are going to need loaders. And I believe one or two warehouses. And then we'll go ahead and get all that set up. The reason we're doing this, in case you guys have forgotten, is we're doing it for the silver. And I believe we'll have to do this as well for the ruby. Oh, you know what? I probably should have checked where I needed to input this at. That's fine. That's fine. We can just pull the pipe down and then over as needed. And then I'll go ahead and just expand this now because I know I'm going to have to expand it later for the sulfur line that will come down, because this does have a solid output that we'll have to deal with. Alright, so now as we run back across our delicious green lake, would not want to go swimming in here. Okay, so how many loaders? We have 28. I definitely don't think that's enough for what we need. Alright, so let's go ahead and say I don't need to continue this. Technically, yeah, we'll have to rework the pipe a little bit. Actually, technically, this pipe needs to be on the next one down, but we'll solve all these aesthetic problems between episodes and whatnot. Okay, so we need to pull out the chunks. The chunk is... Oh no. That's fine. What I'll just go ahead and do is place this, because what that will do is then reset the filters, I believe, right? Right? Yes. So that's an input, that's an output. Output will be nothing. Technically doesn't need input right now. Okay, so output crushed. Awesome. I just want to get one of these put down for... Oh yeah, I forgot that these are the higher tier ones. Awesome. Okay, go like that. Go like that. So now it has that. Go like that. Go like that. We will get the proof of concept working. One pipe at a time. I'm definitely going to use the robots to place everything, so don't worry. Like, I'm not going to sit here and place everything by hand. As for this, 3 of them produce sulfuric, yeah, wastewater. Okay, so this bottom one is going to be... You know, I just realized that the one we built, this one will eventually actually be for the saphirite. We'll get it all moved over eventually. It's fine. Luckily, moving fluid is much, much easier than trying to move solids, just based purely off of its nature. We don't have to store the liquid in our inventory. It just kind of disappears or tries to force itself into another container if one is available. So at least for us, we don't have to worry too much about it. So we'll go, I don't know, about there, right? So assuming this bottom one ended, would go like that. Right, so that way we can make a corner on them. And we'll have to adjust that top section, but that's fine. We'll adjust it as needed. And then same thing here. Alright, so I'll have to do something like that. Yeah. Obviously the bottom one will be the one that actually goes into that one, but for now it's fine. Alright, so that appears to be good. And this will provide not necessarily a negative feedback loop. I believe there is... I believe it's a positive feedback loop. We'll continue to get more purified water. So we will have to bleed the system with a overflow valve, just so that we don't have to worry about the overflow. Okay, so now I think we just need material, and then we can go ahead and let the bots go crazy. So let's grab our vehicle. Don't have a warehouse. Can I get one? Yes. I only need the one. I don't need the second one at the top. The second one at the top is just for the next layer of processing. Oh no, why are these not outputting? We have power. It's because we don't have any... Intriguing. We don't have enough input, it appears. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and upgrade this then to full yellow, just so that way. I don't like that it does that over the ghost images. So like, I'd rather you just place it. Awesome, so that should significantly help with the input problem. Alright, so let's continue back over. Oh no! It is, unfortunately, that time. So thank you all for watching. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys smash the subscribe button, as it really helps out the channel. Leave a comment if you have one. Comment, question, or concern, or if you just want to say hi. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.